Hello, an official friendly against no pasaran. I played him recently and you could see this exhibition game. 30 minutes per game, 2 games simultaneously, that was too much. Now 45 and only 1 game at once. Not a great hand, I must say. Not the worst one, however. No good headlines. I'd like to keep CIA. I don't want to risk Asia scoring so fast. So containment it is, I guess. Will be wasted for Asia scoring, but I may hold NATO and play all the other cards for ops. Boom. Yep. This couldn't really be helped. But this is the kind of aggressive counterplay in such situations. I have Asia scoring and crawling so strongly inside Asia, threatening Italy at the same time, making use of my containment. I'm not afraid of blockade, because I think even if he has blockade, he's gonna be hesitant to play it. When I have boosted hand. Okay, it's cooing time to the Great DEFCON. Or not. I don't like leaving France vulnerable to take. No cooing then, yet. Let's try it this way. Maybe I should have broken North Korea. So you probably have Euro scoring. Let's keep it balanced in Europe for a while. And yeah, let's crawl. Yeah, Europe scoring. So Romanian abdication for a coup attempt, which failed, but this is not a big problem, because its only goal was to degrade DEFCON. And yeah, I'm gonna hold your intervention, risk blockade, take Thailand, or maybe take Thailand with UN. That was a nice failure of my opponent. Yeah, take Thailand with UN, no wasting. No wasting ops from containment. On the other hand, he may take South Korea. Okay. Let's take these two, minimizing chances of successful Indo-Paki, and as well minimize it here. Now only successful Indo-Paki stops me from dominating Asia. Even decall is not enough. Or is it? No, yes it is. Australia, Japan. This would be enough, but it had to go here, here, here and here. Somewhat wasted. Okay then, I'm dominating Middle East, the only non-Scorpiot region. Doesn't look bad. I don't really have two good cards to trigger. Indo-Paki would be a great hold card. Comecon, the only card to blockade. Bleh. I think independent threats it is, although I can no longer threaten Truman, and if he headlines distal, he's gonna make my headline completely useless. But let's just hope he doesn't. I could play UN intervention with Romanian application, increasing chances of getting D card and having control over it. Yet another D card, namely De Gaulle. Europe doesn't look good, but in a long run it's just enough to stop his control. Europe is and was never designed as USSR friendly. But yes, I must take care of blockade. DEFCON is at 4 and it opens options. For example, cooing Thailand. Sorry, cooing Vietnam, but in general cooing Southeast Asia. His Lebanon coup was not as much of a success as he would think of. Firat Guncu, I guess he's Turkish. Okay, so now what? Yeah, I think I can show him. I don't have this scoring. I'd really like to hold in the Pakistani war, but not at all costs. After all, it's only 17% that he succeeds here. Maybe it's worth playing like this. And just to prevent him denying me access here. Truman's gone, CIA is still in the deck, because I played it. Containment's gone, there. Blockade is still somewhere in the deck. Fidel, Compounder, ouch. I have to give him another coup, so coupping Vietnam was wise, because it provided me military operations. I actually don't also need special relationships, because I think NATO, yes, NATO is there. I played it myself, so not a big deal. Just have to hope it's drawn later on, helping me in Europe somehow. It would be nice to take just one more country to be able to equalize Europe by headlining East European unrest. At least he had to waste it into Southeast Asia entirely. It's always something. And as Middle East scoring is still somewhere in the deck, I think I'll UN intervene Nasser. What to do with Yop is another story. That was wise. Maybe we shall take this risk. Not complaining about the result. And yes, if I trigger Comecon, East European unrest as Europe saver is pointless. Predicted. Defectors, but this is something you know about in my hand. No space race attempts, even. He got distal. He also got Middle East scoring. What about 5-year plan? Damn it, he also has it. So Middle East isn't gonna be scored, but he can't play the China card. Okay, let's go with this one. Apart from that, this is not the worst hand ever. Korean War is gonna be gone, and after the result is known, South Korea perhaps taken. I'm mostly concerned about coupping Pakistan, but as he can't use the China card for this purpose, it's not such a big deal. I also think that if he coups in the first action round and I don't need to or I can't directly counter this coup, duck and cover is better than counter coupping. It doesn't provide mill ops, but it provides 3 ops, 3 victory points, sorry. fiddle, so he didn't probably get CIA, or he's gonna play it right now. Decall for space race, and if succeeds, Arab-Israeli war for another space race. Cooing Iran. Not a bad decision. He's saving himself an option to score actually Middle East and hold 5-year plan. Not any longer, but this is so much vulnerable to Muslim revolution. I somewhat regret rolling a 6 now. Or, to put it more precisely, I somehow regret using nuclear test ban for this coup. But had I used, say, defectors, I'd roll a 2. That's the sad thing about this game. Okay, priorities: Korean War, space. Of course, react to everything he does. Taking this was also important to deny him direct access to Pakistan. Yep. Oh, he gave up Romania like this. One issue fixed. Both D cards is somewhat of a problem. 5-year plan discarding. I think he could let the event trigger and then repair whatever damage it does and put one more in Zaire. Okay, realignment time. Realignments could have been better. I think I can't afford another realignment, so Arab-Israeli war to space race, and then probably defectors to... Mexico. Maybe it's actually better to play a UN-intervened Arab-Israeli war here. I do want to play defectors into Mexico, and I really didn't want risking losing access to Egypt. This is why I UN-intervened this one. Plus, on average, I think I'd like to draw more cards on turn 4 as USA. The worst I could draw is Africa scoring, of course. Not really something I could help. I know. Middle East scoring. switch plans. Let's break this one just for a while. I'm not happy about CIA, but I'll let it go once again. Excuse me for a while. In the meantime, bear trap, if not countered with quagmire, and if I'm not rolling a 1, should provide me with some good African opportunities. Of the good things, OPEC is almost free. And arms race should be eventable. And this is missed. Of course, it's better to trigger Cultural Revolution than OPEC. Oh, and he failed this one. In this case, I'm not gonna coup right now. Or do I? An interesting question. Yeah, I do. There's gonna come a better time for flexibility, and being sure that OPEC is not gonna get better is flexible enough. David Accords for a success this time. So, Cultural Revolution here. Making my opponent think I might have Africa scoring, unless... except that I'm not, because he headlined the Cambridge 5, so he knows about it. So, OPEC, I think I'm gonna play it, because it's certainly worth. I mean, 1 victory point is certainly worth less than 3 operation points. The last roll for a good luck. One more would be really important, because now he may take Angola and put one Algeria, and I can't take South Africa in a single move. I could otherwise. But he doesn't seem to have a playable 4. Okay, no arms race, I think. And I'm gonna risk this realignment here. But instead, I'm taking Algeria, which is quite hard to flip. At the very last, I can gamble off about realigning Nigeria. Cooing Colombia, yep. Mm-hmm. Maybe arms race here and to Botswana would be better. I'm gonna hold salt. No good cards to take so far. Remaining scorings: Europe, Asia, Southeast Asia and all the mid-war. Don't look too good except Asia. Don't look too bad except what South America and Africa may turn into. And this is something I really like. So no spacing Willy Brandt, instead cooing with Willy Brandt. Rolling a6, a quite important one. And if he now scores Africa, maybe it's wise to... okay, he doesn't. Head chair. Fortunately not good enough in Africa. I could take Nigeria completely. Ignoring South America. But dominating Africa, or I could bet on cooing Colombia, needing at least a 4 to control it. And it's kinda sorta equivalent to going just into Colombia, which is not a very good move under such circumstances. So I think I take this risk. South America scoring is what I got. Okay, we will fight, we will wait for Kennedy, and first, we will purge my opponent. Who is also nasty in his headline. Excuse me for a moment. Ouch, ouch. Okay, if he's gonna control South America, Central America, excuse me, I suddenly can't afford scoring South America. Therefore, goodbye, Iraq and Iran. Damn it. I needed to clear his access from here. Maybe I should have just directly entered Mexico and Nicaragua. Phew. This is what I needed. Just another one. Let's get lucky, shall we? We don't. Still painful. But I guess I couldn't do more. So, go here. And if I'm able to survive this, the rest may be somewhat acceptable. It's involved in a coup war. If I'm able to survive this and salt negotiate Red Scare Purge without losing mill-ups. Combining all of these may be difficult. This is certainly a space-time. And I was meaning a successful space. Okay, Kennedy for the rescue, please. Ooh. Okay, at least this doesn't change anything any longer. So, salt IBM or nah. Let's just hope for Kennedy right now. Otherwise, let's pay much more than expected and hope for the rescue later on. This isn't much better, actually. Well, at least I might have irritated him enough. Okay, Africa. And what do we have here? I don't think it's a bad time for puppets. I usually don't headline puppets because of the potential for coups. But now there are very, very many empty battlegrounds all over the world. This is of course a great hand. Missile envy can be countered with U2 incident. The Voice of America can cripple him in about any place of the world. Salt may grab the card of my choice. I am in control of Brezhnev doctrine. Oh yes. Alliance for Progress is an obvious ops play. South African unrest, but mine comes first. Actually, I don't need access to Iran. I need access to Egypt and Libya and so on. He can't dominate Africa and perform a battleground coup otherwise than by coupping Nigeria, when South African unrest itself is not very helpful. Of course, I'll have to count on brush war. Problems. If he takes South Africa, even a successful brush war doesn't stop him from dominating Africa. Are there good solutions to this problem? This needs an attention. Now he can't just take it. He may only realign it. Which he does, and with a success. Okay, let's realign him back. And let's start here. In the end, I was lucky. I think Salt and OAS are gonna be my hold cards, because I certainly want Voice of America to go to the reshuffle. I want to event Brush War. I want to play Brezhnev Doctrine my last action round. I need a 3-ops somewhere in the middle of the turn, and I have to score Africa. This move does several jobs at once. This was nice as well, and it may be useful to play Brezhnev early, take several African non-battlegrounds, dump Africa scoring with a domination. If he coups successfully, he equalizes the number of countries overall, but then the Voice of America comes in. Iraq, of course, is one target. I may try to check his South American certainness. But Africa should also have some attention. None of us has space standing. Of course, I was very lucky that he had Asia, and this is worth mentioning. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. And oh, Indo-Pakistani war, who could benefit from this one? A very lucky discard as well, here. I assume a 3-ops coup against Cameroon. After which, if it really succeeds, I think it's better Yes, I think it's better to score Africa right now, not allowing him to take Nigeria and gain domination. After all, this is still one victory point. And now the Voice of America. All the regions are scored, so are going to come back. I can't repair Europe, but I can deny him presence in South America and deny him access to Middle East. He doesn't have access gainers to Middle East except Nasser. He only has cards that deny my access there. So where's grain sales? Not in my hand. What's in my hand? Junta, missile envy. Nasser, so I control this one. And of course salt negotiations. Let's start with Junta. And yet again I have a good hand, not a problematic one, but easy to overplay. Let's play Junta, guaranteeing myself degrading DEFCON. Ooh, that was a very strong one, but I guess he deserved having cards like this eventually. Okay. And let's attempt a coup. Yeah, here. Offered better odds than Panama. Actually, Panama would be a better choice. Emptied, no access from here. Now he may take these two at once. I don't think Alliance for Progress is going to be worth playing for an event. I see the option of maybe 3, but I doubt. Nixon is worth playing for an event, yep. Not so fast though. Access and controlled. I guess Afghanistan play was an access gainer to Iran. It could be as well to Pakistan. But if he plays the China card, what? Oh yes, Colombia. And fail a coup. Ooh. Unlucky by him. Okay, let's grab the China card from him to deny him taking Pakistan. Usuri is somewhere there. Cultural Revolution is not. Maybe he has Middle East scoring. Yeah, that was quite obvious that he was going to have this one. Okay. Let's play for this. Now he's somewhat crippled everywhere in the world. South America without his presence, Middle East without his presence, and he's a Soviet. This is a very unusual thing. The bad news is I can't really use salt negotiations for an event because I don't have mill-ups. And I don't have good cards to gain Milops. Missy Lenvy is the only one worth cooing with. Nasser Air 7 only. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to Ethiopia. Make coup and then go to Sudan and gain access to Egypt, which leaves me a free play of Nasser. But he can't do it within the number of action rounds he has left. Oh, this changes a lot. But I still think holding salt is the best option, so I will eventually trigger Nasser. Your hand must be really crippled. Brain cells, sorry, nuclear subs. Oh, I guess it's 5-year plan. Actually, a poor man's Panama Canal returned, but I guess it was very according to the board. So another Middle East scoring discarded. Am I right? 5-year plan and Middle East would be just epic. No moment when USSR dominated in Middle East this game, and no actual scoring of Middle East this game. Very, very rare. No. NORAD. I completely forgot about NORAD. And I should have realized that he should have it. Okay, cooing. Where? Venezuela, no better targets. Oh, and a great roll. Okay, now I'm really lucky in this game. Oh, and what a hand is this? This is one of the greatest hand I could ever imagine. For starters, Soviets shutdown call is a DEFCON killer. I have 4 ops, 3 ops, 2 ops. I have 29 ops in my hand, not counting the China card. Even Red Scare is not a very best card I can play. With the China card and salt negotiations, I can hold 3 cards. This is a hand where holding old rich aims looks wise. But first Soviets shoot down. Maybe even purging him and then grabbing purge with salt. brush war, so I think Argentina needs a little car. What about Warsaw Pact? Not removed. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Just to dominate here. And 4 to threaten controlling here. Whatever target he picks, he really deserves a success. Okay, maybe not with targets like Pakistan, but Venezuela is a decent target for him to deserve success. Red Scare Aldrich Aims and Defectors as the hold cards. I'm now leading by 3, so Glasnost is a great play. Not allowing him to have a boosted version of the Reformer, and yet another high roll against Venezuela. Chernobyl is not a useful event because there are no regions to make really good use of this one. Okay, assuming I'm not holding Defectors, Redsker and Aldrich Aims. My main concern is Long Gunman now, because on the map I should be winning. Aldrich Aims is a solution to Long Gunman, provided I'm not terrorized. Okay, so far Colombia looks more and more as non-battleground battleground. By this I mean a country which is ostensibly a non-battleground, but is as important as a battleground or even more. If I have some free time to just play a card for ops, I should probably take Canada. I think the time is now. Other options: hold Red Scare, and play last action round SALT negotiations ABM treaty to coup Italy. Europe is the most problematic region so far. All the other regions are at least even if volatile. Oh, but in this case I also have to hold Aldrich aims. Okay, not a big deal. If I get long gunman right now, I can just play it before Defcon is dropped. The main concern is I'll have to play the China card. Where is it wise to have more? This could be easily flipped. Oh, you had this one. Okay, well played by you. Space race? So what are you holding? Maybe it's a DEFCON suicide like CIA, but I don't really care. I got Aldrich and Africa scoring. Yet another great hand, I must say. Even We Will Bury You is not too painful, provided I have time to play this after Africa scoring, just to disable him having boosted the Reformer. I could as well purge him, but maybe I'm going to do this on the very last action round turn, provided I can hold it, getting rid of We Will Bury You and spacing Aldrich aims. If he's holding CIA, he's probably going to trigger it when it's safe. But I should have time to... Actually, getting rid of We Will Bury You is so important now that I feel I can even risk boosting his Reformer. Of course, if he plays CIA and shows me his hand, I may change my mind. He doesn't even. This looks dangerous. I mean, if I score Africa now, I may start ops war in Europe, and he may try to control it. But "we will bury you" is enough to flip Italy when DEFCON comes to 3. Okay. Because of NORAD, of course. So when he drops DEFCON to 3, I may play "we will bury you" entirely into Italy, making it 3-2, and then use NORAD to make it 4-2. But this is certainly the moment when I'm still playing, fighting for the country. He doesn't seem to have good cards, because otherwise Star Wars don't really make sense. An evil empire is quite easy to play for ops. Kitchen debates somewhat harder, but still. Come on, you can't afford this. You're losing 4 victory points about mill-ups right now. Ooh! This is certainly not advisable, even if he has Warsaw Pact. Warsaw Pact removing my influence is a defending move, but he still needs 4 more to control Europe. I know, controlling Europe is his very last chance to do about anything in this game, but still. And yes, I can afford playing Red Square Perch and not holding it. Gave me the China card, so I can't even afford holding "we will bury you." Ortega is gone, so 2 DEFCON suicides can't kill me. Okay, there's always a chance for a terrorism. It always can be boosted. Middle East scoring, phew. Let's then play this event. He doesn't really have good cards. If I red score him, he shouldn't be able to do me any harm in Europe on turn 10. On the other hand, he doesn't have mill-ups. So playing good will bury you is a 4VP swing, because I'm gonna lose 3 victory points and he's gonna lose only 3 instead of 4 here. Okay. 17 is much better, and cards degrading Defcon Cal is gone. Yeah, but Duck and Cover doesn't provide me a 3. On the other hand, Nuclear Test Ban does. And it triggers before everything he can trigger, so it's winning me the game right now. Okay. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Because now I'm quite positive I'm gonna win this game right after the headline. And he sees it, which is additionally painful for him, I guess. I hope he's not gonna forfeit it or lose it on time. This wouldn't be nice. Come on, you know that no card can save you. Nothing you can headline can prevent my nuclear test ban triggering first. Yep, the Reformer is as good or as bad as any other card he could headline.